If you are elected, what are your top priorities?
I think in talking with voters, the three top things that really come, to the top of the list. Number one is public safety. We know that all over the nation, crime continues to be a priority, and so that for me will be something I will really have to pay a close attention to. And I'm committed to not only just we can arrest individuals all day long, but we also have to get at the root causes of crime in our community, whether that's related to housing, poverty. We know that that's one of our region's goals is to bring people up out of poverty. And so we want to make sure that we have some attention to that, but also addressing the mental health and drug substance abuse issues in our community as factors of why people commit crime. I think it's also going to take some community policing efforts as well. That we've got to be present in our community, continue to build relationships with the residents, and so that the law enforcement is considered partners in the process in protecting the community. And then again as well, continue to just develop our neighborhoods. People want to feel safe in their neighborhoods. So I think in terms of community development around our park improvements and just general basic needs being met, I think will also play a factor into how we can continue to address crime moving forward. I think the second thing, of course, is economic, growth and opportunities. There are a number of things that are lumped into that, but I think the more we invest in our quality of place, so our assets, our roads, our streets, those are things that are going to be attractive to those that are interested in doing business here, but also keeping those in our community. Just recently, had the opportunity to support an effort funding to go towards establishing an incentive fund for our local airport. We've struggled with, getting some specific flights that are needed for our local businesses, and so we were able to vote on that just recently. Again, to ensure that again we're able to attract more business to our community, and that's one strategy for us to do that. And then I think that the third factor is just neighborhood development. And what I mean by that specifically, just getting really back to the basics, whether that's addressing our community parks, our neighborhood parks, adding green space, but also maintaining the assets that we have. But then looking at also how do we build up neighborhood corridors? We can talk about development in downtown, but I think also there are surrounding areas around the city that also could use some further development. They've not been invested in previous years, and we want to do more in those areas so that we're generating commerce activity. Again, that there's housing, adequate housing that we need in our communities, as well as safe roads and streets.